another one that I requested. When we first decided we were going to start, we were going to use this subject. I was at a poetry reading in San Antonio and I heard Charles Darnell do this poem. And it fit so well that I said, please send me this poem for this issue. And he was nice enough to do it, so he's going to come and read it for you now. There he is. Come on.
Nice craft. Wow. Poem that's in the current edition of the Ocotillo Review is called Planting. When I die, do not place me in a cold coffin, surrounded by the pale chill of concrete liner. I do not want the velvet puff of silk about my body. I will not be there. Dig a hole in soft earth. Place me deep and naked in the ground. Cover me with sandy loam. No marker put upon this spot to wither and fade forgotten. Above me plant a red oak tree. Water with love and care. And when it grows, I will shade your brow and sing you rest when the spring wind blows. And at the invitation of Tony, I have a chapbook that was published earlier this year through Finishing Line Press. And the poems in here are about the people, places, and culture of Acadiana, which is commonly known as Cajun country, which is where I was born. And I'd like to read one poem from the chapbook. Rosary. My mother spent her life in the kitchen. We ate in shifts. The first watched a little TV, while the second sat at the table. But we all drifted to the den when it was time. Dad would pull out the rosary with the heavy tarnished crucifix and thumb through the wine-colored beads, droning the words we all knew, but only half believed. He would kneel on one knee, like a player in a huddle, his head bowed. I could see the flakes of dandruff floating on his sparse hair, the burn holes in his khakis from the day's welding sparks. His voice, so lively in conversation, adopted a monotone, a chant worthy of any Buddhist monk. Mom, so exhausted, would close her eyes, hands folded beneath her chin. I often thought she was dozing, though her lips moved. David and I were not allowed to kneel together, lest we commit the sacrilege of horsing around, our sister between us playing the prayer police. Our oldest brother was out on the fringes, moody and odd. He had the best position for a quick retreat at the last amen. The little ones fidgeted, leaning back on their legs as the beads shoved their way through Dad's thick fingers. When it ended, they would flock to their mother's skirt. My brother and I scrambled to our comic books, and Dad shuffled to the fridge for another beer. This is a brand new poem. I've not read it anywhere before. It's called Arioso. Arioso is a part of an opera. It's sort of like an aria, but it's less formal, less structured. The drink sings, emanates from his open, dry mouth, head thrown back, eyes closed, arm draped along the back of the sofa until it wakes him with a snort. The second verse calls for mama, but she knows better. The kids stay silent, stay hidden like lost notes. A crescendo pulls hands to cover ears, turns mouths to frowns. The bottle rattles on the table. The drink sings in my father until at last the vapor of breath soothes to quiet cadenza.